Her little boy, Eli, would turn 6 tomorrow. He had spent the whole week drawing balloons and superhero masks, proudly telling anyone who'd listen, "Mommy's getting me a chocolate cake this time." But reality had other plans. Rent was due, the electricity bill was overdue, and her shift at the diner had been cut short again. She was holding her breath, trying to make it through another month. She turned around and saw Eli sitting by the bakery window, his little legs swinging, a smile on his face as he watched a family carry out a cake twice his size. He waved at the little girl in the pink dress holding balloons. "Mommy, is that like my cake?" he asked brightly when she walked over. Her throat tightened. "Almost, sweetheart," she said with a forced smile. "But we're going to do something special this year. You'll see." She didn't notice the tall man in a dark suit standing behind her in line, his brow furrowed, his eyes following the small boy's hopeful face. That man was Nathan Cole, a billionaire investor known for his icy demeanor and ruthless business tactics. To the world, he was a man who turned everything he touched into gold. But at that moment, he wasn't thinking about stocks or deals. He was thinking about a memory, a birthday from decades ago that never came. He remembered his mother, working double shifts, crying quietly over bills. He remembered the day she promised him a cake, and came home empty-handed, saying softly, "Next year, baby." There was no next year. She died the following winter, exhausted and alone. Something in Nathan cracked that day. And now, watching Lena's trembling hands as she clutched her phone, watching her son's innocent smile, that crack felt wide open again. Chapter 2: The Cake, the Secret, and the Miracle. The next morning, Lena woke up early and made pancakes with the last of their flour. She placed a single candle in the center and whispered, "Happy birthday, baby." Eli giggled, blowing out the candle with all his heart. "Did you make a wish, Mommy?" She smiled weakly. "Always, sweetheart." That afternoon, she took him to the park. There were balloons tied to trees for another child's birthday. She avoided looking too long, but Eli's eyes sparkled. He ran toward the playground, his laughter echoing in the crisp air. Then, she saw something, a man talking to the bakery owner across the street. It was the same man from yesterday, the one in the dark suit. He seemed oddly familiar, but she couldn't place him. An hour later, as she gathered their things, a young delivery boy approached with a large white box and a note. "Delivery for Eli," he said with a grin. Lena blinked. "There must be a mistake. We didn't." But the boy pointed to the tag. "Your name's on it. Paid in full." She slowly opened the box. Inside was the most beautiful cake she'd ever seen, chocolate layers, golden frosting, and little superhero figurines that looked exactly like Eli's drawings. Her son gasped. "Mommy! It's my cake! It's really my cake!" Tucked beside the cake was a note in elegant handwriting. "Every child deserves a birthday. From someone who once missed his. N.C." Tears blurred her vision as Eli threw his arms around her. "You said we'd do something special, Mommy, this is magic." Lena looked around, scanning the park, and there, leaning against a black car, was the man from the bakery. Nathan Cole. She approached him, clutching the note, her voice shaking. "Why would you do this for us? You don't even know us." He looked down, his eyes softer than she expected. "Because I know what it feels like to be him," he said, nodding toward Eli. "And I know what it feels like to be you. My mother was you once, fighting alone. No one helped her. I can't change that past, but maybe I can change someone's present." She covered her mouth, sobbing. "You don't understand what this means to us." "I do," he said simply. Then he smiled faintly. "But this isn't the end. I have a proposal." In the weeks that followed, Nathan visited the diner where Lena worked. He learned she'd been a talented pastry chef before her husband left, and life fell apart. Quietly, he offered her a position at one of his restaurants, head pastry chef, fair pay, benefits, and a flexible schedule to care for Eli.